When the lights came on and the cameras rolled, she was always perfect. Clear eyes, transparent skin, unwavering smile. Actress Go-Ara, who is imprinted in the minds of many as the icon of innocence and the symbol of first love. However, all of these adjectives may have been nothing more than a veil covering her real face. Behind the sparkling moments on stage, there was a deep pain, silence, and loneliness that the world did not know. And the story of a person who silently walked her own path. Not a tar but Ersan Go-Ara is now being revealed. She was more glamorous than anyone else, but just as quiet. She acted out love, but actually kept it far away. And earned billions in advertising revenue, but her life was surprisingly frugal. The 7 twists in her life that have been revealed this time. Each of them is as intense and surprising as a movie. Now we ask, is Go-Ara really the person we thought she was? And she answers carefully, no, from now on, it's the real Go-Ara. There are stars in the entertainment industry who have 2 faces. The one below is a perfect actress who is annoying in the light, and the other ones are real human faces that are not aliens at all. Actress Go-Ara, the first thing the public should know is the pure goddess, but that beautiful leading is okay. There is a narrative and a suffocating reality. The moment the camera was destined, there was destiny. 2003, A Fireplace in Seoul. Don't think about seeing Go-Ara again. She lost her position as a backup dancer with her friend, and in just 3 minutes, her life was ruined. If there is a choice, it is her choice. She competes at 8001. The legendary protagonist was none other than Go-Ara. After that, she received attention as the first SM actress to debut, and the drama Sharp made Go-Ara a national star. However, the applause that a star receives is not all that it means. Shadow of beauty, body that breaks like glass. Please discriminate against Go-Ara. X-shaped facial features, skin, X-Man. But her body thought the camera was gone. Muscles torn during filming the movie Pacemaker, ligament rupture in Reply 1994. She hides her pain with her actions, and the pain is limited to active activities. Since it is a character setting, the incident was actually the actor's reality. Glass body is not like that at all. Go-Ara is a community that takes charge of Prime at every moment. Other than that, she quietly remains outside of her, and is lovely in other places. The drama inside is always alone in reality. Although she acted in numerous romances with 20 people, Go-Ara's real-life relationships were 0. Jung-woo, Useung Ji-ho, Lee Jae-hoon, Park Seo-joon. People who oppose just by hearing their names. She did not develop real-life feelings with anyone. She said, if you like someone, go straight ahead. However, the fact that the line of passion does not exist is a shock to the public. An actress who sued for acting over love, responsibility over responsibility. She is still alone, but there are people inside her who want to fully display their creativity. The public still has high expectations. She said, this person is my destiny. After Reply 1994, Go-Ara has been partying with movies. She has challenged numerous techniques such as Joseon Sorcerer, Papa, and Pacemaker, but the results have not lived up to expectations. The harsh criticism followed that her acting is not as strong as her appearance. The public demands Go-Ara to transform her image. She does not. She applies even more diverse regulations. The movie The Prince is the first time she has hair on her role, and she is fully integrated and shows off her accessories. Growth over box office success, Go-Ara has once again established her presence as an actress on that path. When the camera starts to become real, Go-Ara's beginning is her identity. It is to have a book called Orphan Without Light. A bookworm, a poet, a goddess of emotion. She always has 2 or 3 books in her travel bag. She loves smells, and more than the sky, trees, and paint, she is not an ink that loses poetry. She is the one who entered the poetry book. Orphan Jeonggi. He most honest sentences of my heart are inside. She is enjoying fame. Even the advertising revenue of 100 million won and the title of CF do not take her away. Shoes, eco bags, and handprints are just a book. She prioritizes the peace of mind over the specialness of her life. He true creator, quietly preparing the world. In 2012, in Rwanda, Orphan was a water channel holding the hands of children. And she had to pay back one child to Korea. She is not proud of SNS. Instead, she quietly prepares for her next destination. From 10 years of Good Neighbors Ambassador activities to receiving the Minister of Health and Welfare Award. She starts without saying a word. Woman who cannot be explained by innocence, Goara. Goara's actual work is defined only by her appearance. If we break the mold of the nonsense goddess relate to one person life, and give pain and response, we can form a completely different molecule. An actress who does not live only on the screen. A person who can act in the most unique way even with a cameraman. The name Goara is not a ruddy actress but a person who moves the world in her own way. Her real story begins now. A story more dramatic than a documentary, and more truthful than any drama. As the hidden truths of actress Goara were revealed to the public, explosive reactions continued among fans. The first thing that caught people's attention was Goara's romantic hiatus. Through countless dramas and romances, she received the titles Asian First Love and Queen of Romance, but in reality, she has not had a single article about her love life. Fans say, "It's hard to believe that she a love expert on camera, but in real life, she a love novice. Goara chose acting over love. She amazing. Her sincerity, which she has completely hidden her feelings for the opposite sex and focused solely on acting, is now giving the public a sense of belated emotion and awe." Goara's confession about her physical condition has caused another stir. When it was revealed that the scene where she walked slightly with a limp in the latter half of Epley 1994 was not a character setting but was filmed after an actual injury, the internet was shocked. Didn't think much of it when I saw that scene, but now that I know, I crying. He not an actress, she a warrior. She melted that pain into acting. Numerous fans are praising her as a real actress for acting without a single flaw in front of the camera even in pain. The fact that Goara rarely revealed her personal life on social media or broadcasts is one of the reasons why this story was so shocking. The hidden daily life of the emotional actress who has been reading books, writing poetry, and doing volunteer work for over 10 years has resonated greatly with fans. Goara writes poetry? And she a genius? He acts, volunteers, and even writes poetry. I admire the real Goara. In fact, the story that she writes poetry on top of photos she took herself garnered hundreds of comments, such as reserving the first edition of Goara poetry collection. Goara dominated advertisements for major domestic companies such as SK Telecom, Samsung, and Amor Pacific. Although her assets are estimated to be in the tens of billions, she has chosen to live off of used bookstores and eco-friendly bags instead of luxury goods. Truly cool style Goara harmless class. An actress who chose life over showing off, I can help but respect. Her appearance at the airport was like a college student just coming out of the library, and fans responded to this easygoing appearance by saying, he a cool person in real life too. Goara, who volunteered in Rwanda, Africa, sponsored a child, and even quietly smiled at people who recognized her. Her silent good deeds are resonating with fans. If she were a normal person, she would have posted it on Instagram 10 times. She really an angel. Been a fan of Goara for 10 years, but today was the first time I felt so happy that I almost cried. The public is giving her a new perspective and respect, saying, he was an underrated star until now, after she has been donating and volunteering silently for over 10 years. Fans who have heard Goara's real story are looking forward to her future actions as well as her past. If this inner side, any role will bloom. Goara is now at her prime. I.e. finally seen the real Gohara. Her acting, her life, and her philosophy can no longer be described simply as the Nusan goddess. We once called her the Nusan goddess. With her pretty face, gentle eyes, and bright image, Gohara faithfully maintained the stereotype of an actress that the public wanted. But today, the real Gohara hidden behind that image has come out into the world. And we come to realize that what we seen so far was only half of her.